All right, let's talk about something that can feel like one of life's highest stakes missions, your salary negotiation. Today, we're going to declassify a powerful psychological tool, one that's straight out of a spy's playbook, to help you control the room, anchor your value, and finally get what you're actually worth. Let's get into it. Sound familiar? Yeah, that feeling, that pit in your stomach, the sweaty palms, the sense that you're already on defense before you've even said hello. That's an incredibly common feeling, but it absolutely does not have to be a reality. Seriously, what if you could walk into that same office, not with a knot of anxiety, but with this quiet, unshakable confidence? What if you had a secret weapon that lets you control your own mental state no matter what curveballs your boss throws at you? Okay, so let's break down this battlefield. Most of us go into this war zone completely unprepared for the psychological game that's about to be played. We get so hung up on the numbers, the percentages, but we totally neglect the most important variable in the whole equation, our own mindset. And that's the thing. The second anxiety takes the wheel, our brilliant strategy goes right out the window. We stop being proactive and start being reactive. We find ourselves defending our position instead of confidently asserting our value. The mission gets compromised because our internal state is already compromised. But spies, well, they have a tool for exactly these kinds of high-pressure situations. It's a technique they use to manage their internal state so they can completely manage the external reality. And today, we're taking it from their playbook and putting it directly into yours. It's called neuro-anchoring. And put simply, it's all about creating a kind of mental shortcut. Think of it like a hotkey for your brain. You find a memory of a time you were at your absolute best, totally confident, sharp, in control, and you link that powerful feeling to a tiny, discrete trigger.
This is our declassified intel for the mission.
I mean, this slide just lays it all out, right? The amateur walks in anxious, immediately gets put on the defensive, and starts reacting to everything. But the spy walks in anchored, focused, in control. That is the power shift we are going for. So what do these triggers actually look like in practice? Well, they have to be unique, but also super discreet. It could be a tiny dab of peppermint oil on your wrist that you can subtly smell. Or maybe it's pressing your thumb and middle finger together under the table. It could even be a silent mantra you repeat in your head, like, I am in control. Or hey, even a quick snap of your fingers right before you walk through the door. Okay, so how do we actually build and deploy this thing? This isn't magic, it's a very specific process. So let's walk through the actionable blueprint. This is your 5-step mission plan. Okay, step 1, find that memory where you felt completely unstoppable. Really feel that confidence again. Step 2, pick your trigger, the scent, the touch, whatever. Now, step 3 is absolutely crucial. Condition it. For days leading up to the meeting, you're going to close your eyes, bring up that peak state, and then fire your trigger over and over and over. Then step 4, mission day. Right before you walk in, you deploy your anchor. And finally, step 5, if you feel the pressure rising in the middle of the conversation, you just discreetly fire that trigger again to pull yourself right back to center and maintain that flow state. All right, so once you're anchored and you're in control of yourself, you basically unlock the next level of spycraft, total situational awareness. Your mind is clear now, so you can actually focus on what your counterpart strategy is. Think of this as your counterintelligence. Because you're no longer wasting all your energy battling your own anxiety, you suddenly have all this mental bandwidth to see the negotiation for what it is. It's a game with predictable moves. You can spot their tactics coming from a mile away and get your counter moves ready. And here they are, some of the greatest hits you're going to hear. These lines, they're not personal attacks, okay? They are just tactical deflections. When you're anchored, you don't hear the budget is frozen as a final dead end. You hear it as an opening move you're already prepared to counter. See the difference? So let's bring this all home for a final mission debrief. We've identified the problem, we've revealed the secret weapon, and we have laid out the exact operational blueprint to put it into action. And just remember, neuro-anchoring, it's not about manipulating anyone. It's about self-mastery. It lets you shift from being that nervous, passive participant in the room to being a calm, active agent who is firmly in the driver's seat of the conversation. And ultimately, I want you to remember this. The mission, the real goal here, isn't just about getting more money. It's about commanding the respect that you deserve by confidently, calmly, and clearly demonstrating your true value to the organization. The raise? That's just the natural byproduct of doing that successfully.
You've got the intelligence. You have the blueprint. The only question left is, are you ready to deploy?